Well, hello everyone. It's great to be back on your TV for another update for the city of Belleville as we deal with these very interesting COVID-19 times. This update is for the week of February the 1st, and it is always amazing to me to think about how time has marched on throughout this whole pandemic that started almost a year ago on March the 16th, 2020, when the provincial state of emergency, the province-wide state of emergency was first announced. And then we went through a process, then we had some relaxations, and now we're back in that process of a provincial shutdown and a provincial state of emergency. It's hard not to sometimes really look at the positives that we are, and I want to start off with some very positive news. First of all, we have had tremendous numbers here in our region. We have only 2 active cases, and actually for the last couple of weeks, we have seen negative progress on those. What I mean by that is those numbers that were higher before has gone down continuously and consistently. What that means is that for every new case that's identified in our region, there was less than 1 person that is being transmitted. So that's the right way we want to see it. We want to see cases, if we do have them, result in lower numbers. And that's why we are down to only 2 active cases. And we had several days in the last couple of weeks with 0 new cases. So keep up the good work. We are concerned about some of the modified versions of COVID-19 that are potentially out there. But we are hoping to hear some good news from the provincial government regarding the end of this first stage of this provincial lockdown. If you recall, when the province announced this on December the 26th, it was supposed to be in place until the evening of February the 10th, so midnight on February the 11th. And certainly we are hoping that we will see relaxations at that point. Our metrics have been very good. We're almost at 82,000 COVID-19 tests at the COVID-19 assessment centers, as well as the paramedical. So the ambulances that are doing tests at individuals' homes, those are going very well. We've had 1,000 of our residents already vaccinated. Those have all been in long-term care, but those are the most vulnerable group that we're concerned about. So having those vaccines administered locally here in Belleville is a big step. And the Hastings and Prince Edward Health Unit is running that vaccination program, and we are expecting it to expand over the next weeks and months for the general public. And as you may remember, the city of Belleville's made available our one of our arenas at the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center so that people can go there and get vaccinated. More news of that will come, and as I said, we are looking forward to some good news from the provincial government regarding our region and relaxations, which I know we all are looking forward to. This last week have been some of the chilliest temperatures we've had all winter, and for some, they don't like that, but others love Canada's winter's climate. So for those who do like this weather, enjoy it while you can. I understand all of the groundhogs this week on Groundhog Day predicted a early spring. So enjoy it while it lasts. All of our winter facilities that are open normally are open right now. We ask you to enjoy them, to get some physical and some mental exercise out and about. Skating is open now at Victoria Harbour, as well as at the Zwicks the West Zwicks Park areas that we clean and flood and keep there. So please go and use them. Be careful. Again, stay only on the areas where the signage says that's where you're supposed to be, and use a lot of care and caution. I also want to say a big thank you to the residents around the city who have built and are operating those outdoor skating rinks. And thanks to the men and women from the Belleville Fire Department for helping with flooding them. Those are being great, and we certainly appreciate it. Throughout this whole time with COVID-19, the City of Belleville has been continuing to support our businesses and our residents so that you can count on the services that you rely upon for the City of Belleville. We have made a number of changes to help us through the second wave, which was not available in the first wave. So now we have a much better online purchasing platform for the City of Belleville that you can go and purchase things that you may need. For example, bus passes and bus tickets, garbage tags, a number of items are available. So you don't have to go out if you don't want to. You can have those delivered to your residents. I encourage you to go to the City of Belleville website to get more information on all of that. And I remind everybody that City Hall, while is closed to public access, it is open by appointment only, meaning that you can call the department that you need to do some work with, and they can schedule an appointment, and then you can go in and see them. Those are the COVID-19 protocols that we're required to follow at this time, and we're doing that. A gentle reminder to everybody that our winter operations continue. One of the downsides of living in a winter climate like we do here in Belleville is the necessity of snow removal. And so sidewalks, we've been working on that with our city staff, but also our roads. So I remind everybody about winter parking restrictions. 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. on all city streets. Parking is prohibited. Please cooperate with us as we try to have the folks that work for environmental operations do their work throughout this time. I just want to finish up on a good news story. Last week, and here's a photo of me presenting a check to the executive director of Hospice Quinte for $225,000. And with our previous year's contributions to their Home is Where the Heart Is campaign for a new hospice facility, this brings us up now to $325,000 on the way to our $1 million commitment for that project. This is a regional hospice for the entire Quinte region, and Hospice Quinte has been doing an excellent job. They've been raising a lot of funds, and you can see the construction is coming along really well for this facility. It's progressing well, as I said, and we're looking forward to it opening. And so more news on that as it comes along. But that is certainly a good news story because we have not had a hospice facility in our city or in this region. There are some in Prince Edward County, and there are some north of Belleville, but this will be one reserved for our region, and we're appreciative of the work of all the volunteers and the folks that are raising the money for this great cause. And we hope that we will never have to use it, but as human beings, we know that one day we will all have to leave this place. And it's nice to know that there will be Hospice Quinte services for us. So with that, I will sign off. I am hoping that next week we will have some excellent news regarding some reopening plans and modifications in terms of relaxation of some of these restrictions. I really just want to tip my hat to the residents of Belleville who have been working so hard and doing such a good job. You know, that hard work is paying off. You can see it in the numbers. We are not out of the woods yet. We still have to be careful, wash our hands, socially distance, wear a mask when we're indoors, and when we can't socially distance outdoors. We will get through this. We are doing very, very well, and let's celebrate that by making sure that we can return to a more normal life in the next little while. Thanks again to YourTV for giving me this opportunity to share some news for the City of Belleville, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.